All right, so we just went over how to draw our eyes, and so now we're going to move on to drawing noses. And so again, going off this picture of Beyonce here, and you'll notice with our nose line drawings, there's not a lot of hard lines in our noses like there is in eyeballs. And so our noses are going to be a little less with lines and more with shading, which we'll go over in a few different lessons later. And so I'm going to be, again, just looking at this photo that I have, kind of referencing. And what I like to do when I'm starting with the bottom, with the nose, is I like to start by looking at this bottom part here, kind of looking at the bottom part of the nose and then working my way to the nostrils and, well, the holes that we breathe out of. So I'm going to start, and I'm just looking at my photo back and forth, and I'm starting with that bottom part of the nose, kind of making a U shape. Now, you know that different noses look different, and so, well, some of their shapes might be a little bit different at this part, but Beyonce's got kind of a subtle U shape here. And then going out from this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of mark out where each of these nostrils start, these holes that we breathe out of. And so I'm going to go and I'm going to bring that part down and extend it. You can see, you know, like when people are just drawing basic, maybe beach pictures or whatever, people draw those birds that are just like, bum, 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 bum. That's kind of the shape that we got here. And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the side of the nose, the sides of the nostrils here, these parts. And so I'm looking at my photo here, and I can see that it starts underneath this part I just drew, and it goes out and up to the side here. So I've got that forming. I'm going to go to my other side here, and I'm looking, I'm like, okay, just the angle of this photo, this one's not going as far to the side as the other one. And so it's not exactly the same, but that's just because of the angle that they took the photo. So I've got the bottom of the nose forming, but I want to go and kind of mark out where those holes are that, you know, we breathe out of with our nostrils. So I went in and marked those out. And then this is kind of where lines start to disappear with our nose. And so I'm going to use lines to show some of this shape, but you'll notice those lines that I use are going to be pretty light. And so I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to lightly kind of mark out right here to show like, okay, these are where the nostrils are forming. And then I'm going to mark out kind of the bridge of the nose, which is right between your eyes. And I'm going to go and kind of make that arch. And our eyeballs would kind of go to the side here. And just like we did with our eyes, I'm going to go in after this and darken some of these lines. And so where the nostrils are, I'm going to go in and darken that. These holes, nice. And then this part kind of catches a shadow, so I'm going to go in and darken that a little bit. And darken these lines here, since these kind of are prominent lines that we see. And so I'm going in, and I might darken this one just a little bit here. And yeah, so for our nose drawing, a lot less lines and a lot more simple than our eye drawing. So that's what we have for our nose drawings today. Remember, you can draw Beyonce like I did, or you can find a different nose that you'd like to try to draw. Awesome.